I have gone literally to the hospital to deliver my child with a laptop. आपको जब बॉडी बनानी है आप अखाड़े जाओगे कि आप गोल्स जिम जाओगे like oh my god, how many times are you going to fail, how many times are you going to fall.
Hi everyone, welcome to the next episode of Meet the Maestro. Our guest today is somebody who's greatly inspired Avanti and I ever since we started. She is the founder of CopyLove, a much sought after content studio in Mumbai. She has over a decade worth of experience in content creation, has worked with brands like Ogilvy One Low. She's a poet at heart, a great writer, a mother, an animal lover, and a woman with just the right words always. Gunjan Pai, thank you so much for gracing our platform today.
Thank you. That's like a stockpile of compliments.
Tell us a little about CopyLove.
I started my career as an advertising professional, as a copywriter. I realized that while the work was extremely exciting, frankly, the whole travel bit and the system was not at its most efficient for me, which is what led me to go into start my career as an independent writing professional. My experience over there was that I was working with, of course, with a lot of corporates, which was fine. But as I was working with a lot of design studios and a lot of design agencies, I found myself fitting into their model, or rather needing to fit into their model. So I was like, if I'm really leading this, or if I'm then fitting into this, so I would like to have my own identity. So that is how founding CopyLove came into my mind as a formal setup.
You've seen the content marketing bit actually being born, the importance of it in the branding of companies actually being born. So how has the journey, how has it evolved?
We got the very ABCs right of digital. So it turned out to be a blessing in disguise after 6 to 7 years of it happening. Bigger watershed moment for us as content people has happened now in this year. The way, because of COVID, it has really been a pre-COVID era and a post-COVID era. Like even the smallest of clients cannot breathe in the space anymore till they have a digital presence. And absolutely. Digital presence means content. So yes, it has been a journey from whatever time to whatever time now. But this year, I think, has been that watershed moment that the content world has been literally waiting for.
We have seen the pre-COVID and we have seen a bit of post-COVID. Now in 2021, where do you see content going?
So I'll tell you what, in 2021 now, so what has happened in this COVID thing is that everybody's jumped onto the bandwagon. But still, there's a mix of talent, and clients are unable to discern between high quality content and poor quality content. And probably they're only playing the pricing game right now. But I feel that 2021 is going to be a year of, cutting the fluff out. Only the highest quality content is going to stay alive in 2021 and beyond.
Coming to the content marketing pricing scene in India, we all know there are no standards and we all struggle with it so much. So, Gunjan, how do you go about it? Is there a science that you follow?
Yes, pricing is a challenge that, it continues to be a challenge. It's such a tough one to crack because as I said, there are all sorts of players in the market. There have been times when I've literally told a client on phone कि आप जिम आपको जब बॉडी बनानी है आप अखाड़े जाओगे कि आप गोल्स जिम जाओगे. You decide. Pricing is nothing but the worth that you place to your experience, to your hard work, to your to the research and to the learning that you put into a project. And then that's the question that I ask myself, that how much am I willing to put that up for? It's really for each person to come back and decide for themselves. That said, I should also mention that we've consciously also opened up the pricing to 2-3 different kinds of broad categories. Of course, there is a startup to whom I cannot expect to charge the way I charge and a corporate or even an MSME maybe. So that much of a basic standardization you need to know.
Do you see a difference between an overseas client and an Indian client?
A lot of difference. So now from the overseas clients that I have, that we've continued to learn from, they themselves come with so much of homework, so much of study that they know exactly what they're asking for, right? Which also makes us a little, makes it easier for us to deliver what they want, right? Pricing wise, some clients may be able to afford more. Some clients may want you to go for lesser in case the volume is high. But I assure you from my experience that their efficiencies are brilliant.
As an entrepreneur, Gunjan, what are the traits that you feel a person must have?
Whether it is a product that you're making, whether it is content that you're writing, whether it is design that you're doing, you cannot be half-hearted and want to do a business out of it. The other absolute must is resilience. Like, oh my God, how many times are you going to fail? How many times are you going to
Yeah.
fall? How many times are you going to pick yourself, dust yourself, and walk on? If
Yeah.
you do not have that resilience, nothing is going to be possible. Entrepreneurship demands it out of you. It summons you to really put your best foot forward.
I mean, your
These
passion
are
all these years is so infectious, Gunjan.
so I have gone literally to the hospital to deliver my child with a laptop.
What are those 2, 3 most important questions you think one should ask the client before, getting started with the work?
So first, of course, is the objective of there are so many clients who are not aware of why they are doing this campaign. हमको करना है campaign, हमको लिखना है blog, क्यों लिखना है? The second important question is the USP. Again, there are many clients who say, oh, we just do exactly what this, we've just done this together and this is what we are offering, right? But there has to be, you have to again take it out of them that what is the USP or what is the distinctive advantage you are bringing over any other. And third is to define your target audience, an absolute must.
So, what has been like your biggest learning from this whole journey that you would probably like to pass on to somebody who's aspiring to be the next Gunjan Pai?
Do something only when you love it from your every cell. Otherwise, you're going to you're not going to be able to come up every time you stumble, because stumble you will. The second thing is learn. I can't tell you, I devour websites and pages. I keep reading. With the way things are shaping up now, there is going to be no difference, no foreign clients, no Indian clients. It's all going to get leveled, and very, very soon everything is going to be of the same quality, the same stature. It's so important to be ready for that.
Thank you so much, Gunjan, for gracing our platform and being with us today.
Oh, what joy, what a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me and just showering me with compliments.